Hey Cancers, and welcome back to Diku Tarot and to your February 2020 reading. This is for Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Cancer Venus. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, the messages aren't for you. Let's get right into this. I pulled some cards ahead of time, just meditating your energy as we enter February and where we're really at. So I already pulled some cards from the Ethereal Visions deck for that. And we're going to be using the Morgan Greer for your main spread here, okay? We're not going to get too much into the astrology just because, I don't know, there's not too many huge things going on. I just feel like it should be less of a focus this month because, it's Aquarius going into Pisces season. It's a lot more internal, spiritual, and bigger concepts. I mean, definitely go check out the astrology that I did in the year ahead readings if you haven't. That'll give you a really good idea of what the astrology is like this year, especially for your signs. I would definitely check it out, especially for your rising and your sun sign. But let's get into this. I feel, first of all, guys, you need to balance work and play a little bit better here, or at least find a way to enjoy your work more. Seven of Pentacles reverse is that first card out, and I just feel like some of you are like, is this even worth it? Is me doing this job that I'm doing now worth it? Or is something you've been putting effort into? It just feels like it's not fun the way you thought it would be, or you're not enjoying it right now. You're not seeing maybe the money, the efforts. It's not growing the way you thought it would, and it's just kind of disappointing. You just feel very disappointed right now, honestly. Justice with the Devil here, two major energies coming up right after that. So for me, with Justice, we're really looking at, what is right, what is wrong, but also the truth of the situation. We're really looking at things with a sense of, okay, there's this side, there's that side. Let's take the perspective of, taking our emotions out of it almost, taking all the entanglements out of it and looking at it for what it is. And then you finally see the devil. It's like, oh, okay, I think I see it now. I think I see where I've been stumping myself here, where maybe something that maybe once you thought was going to grow into something large, something you put a lot of effort, time, maybe even money, effort into, and it's starting to feel toxic. It's starting to bring you down. The devil is the illusory hold that something that something has on us, but really it's just the hold that we put on ourselves. So it's, where are you feeling trapped? Where are you feeling stuck? And why do you feel like you can't get out of it? The Three of Cups here, Eight of Pentacles. To me, this is just kind of overall, it's like you need to enjoy what your work is more, or you need to find more time to enjoy life. Because your work-life balance is starting to seem a bit toxic. Either you're dipping too much into one or the other. But to me, it just feels like you want to enjoy work more. And it hasn't been getting to that point that you thought it was going to get to maybe a while ago, getting to, the promised land kind of energy of it. So let's get into your read here and see where it takes us, okay? And with, all the eclipses that have been going on in your sign and in Capricorn since like mid-2018, I think, I'm not surprised to see the devil right in the center there, because it has you really focusing on unhealthy attachments. It's had you release a lot. It's had you face some demons and say, maybe I need help here. Maybe I need to fix this. Maybe the way I've been doing something hasn't been healthy. Maybe what I accept isn't healthy either, in terms of work, in terms of how people treat me, respect. So let's see where your energy is going to be at the beginning and in the end of the month here. Beginning of the month. If you guys haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Check out your yearlies. Check out the monthlies for your sun, moon, rising. And if you want to book a reading, guys, all that info is always right below this video in the description box. I am doing a special for year ahead, 2020 readings. So check that out as well. Let's see. Energy for the end of the month is not coming up. Oh, I'm glad it took its time because it was worth it. All right, your energy at the beginning of the month, again, long-term focus. What seeds am I planting now, and what are they going to give me in the future? He's very reliable. He's very steady. It's a steadfast, I'm going to put effort into this for a long amount of time. In Cancer, nobody really talks about how this is kind of your energy pretty often, especially when it comes to work, when it comes to things that whatever your career path is, you put long-term effort, energy into it. It's not something that is just like, bam, 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 like I'm going to jump into this and be amazing at it. You put in long-term efforts. You plant seeds for the long term, and you focus on what you're going to get back in the long term, how this is going to grow. So at the beginning of the month, we could be doing very steady, like steadfast, studious. Well, why can't I say a word right now? It's not even Mercury retrograde yet. I don't even know. Anyways, I'm going to try to not English as much, I guess. I can't speak. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, Cancer, is the end of the month here. And to have this be your energy at the end of the month is so refreshing, beautiful. It's like maybe you didn't think this was going to be here, and yet you've earned it. This is happiness, harmony, rewards. It's things coming into balance, especially your relationships, the emotional aspects of you. Feeling, all rainbows and sunshine and goodwill to each other. It's just great. And I will mention Mercury retrograde. It is happening February 17th. Through March 10th, so watch out for that. It's going to be fun, I can already tell. We have the sun entering Pisces, fellow water sign, on the 19th of February. Maybe it's the 18th. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I feel like I'm a day off. I'm not perfect. Let's see. Let's look at your focus and your goals this month. Yeah, all right, there we go. You would like to see things progress towards money in a way that they haven't before, towards bigger opportunities, towards getting, the rewards for your labor. I put something out there, I've been putting effort into something, and I really would like to see it start moving towards me. I want to see my big pentacle. I want to see my payback. I want to see what I feel I'm owed, the opportunities that I feel I'm owed. And things are moving forward in a really great direction, it does feel. But it's almost like, I don't know, I kind of get this sense that it is darkest before the dawn. And I know that's a classic statement that everybody says, but it feels that way for you. And it's felt that way in a lot of sense. In a lot of places, I feel like throughout the past year and a half. It gets really dark, and then there's the dawn, and it's amazing, and it's beautiful, and it's money, baby. For those of you who this is about career, you want to see your hard work pay off. And yeah, those, of course, are going to be your goals. So let's look at your major obstacles and your defining moments. We're going to look at, obstacles with the ethereal visions. Your major obstacles this month, Cancer. Too many cards. Interesting. Okay. You kind of have to drop the game on something that isn't working out, that isn't panning out. You might be wondering, where do we go from here? But to me, when I get the Two of Wands reversed, it's like, drop the whole game. It's not working right now. We might not feel that we've made it to the point where we can drop one thing and go for another, and yet we're being asked to do so. I think that will get you the oomph, the ideas, whatever it is you need to move towards something new. You got to drop the old and go for the new. We have to make some choices here. And this is, every reading that I've been doing, every single one for February has had Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, or the Lovers. Choices. We have to make some big choices here. And we have to choose these new offers, this new sense of, I want to learn this, I want to do this, I want to go for this now, a new idea, a new, again, it's somebody messaging you, asking you, hey, you want to work on this, you want to do this, you want to go this way, do you want to try this now? There are new things that are coming in this month. Again, it feels like it has a lot to do with career for you, career and relationships, and maybe relationships and their relationship to career for you. Sounds weird and complicated, right? But I think you know what I mean. They kind of all intermingle at some point, don't they? They all have a lot to do with each other. They all, at least their energies and, how we go about them kind of dip into each other. The Lovers here, they're all interconnected is what I'm saying. I feel like it's not even Mercury retrograde yet, and I still can't speak. So maybe you guys will be having an especially hard time with it, because I haven't had a hard time in all my readings, and it's really weird. The Lovers has you making this choice. A choice that feels like, it almost feels like responsibility over something you enjoy. What was the responsible choice to stick in what you're doing, even though it's not, giving you what you need, especially in an emotional sense. You need more enjoyment. You need to love what you're doing more. And you've got to choose to put more energy into that, to doing what you love, to going for opportunities that will make you happier, to opportunities where it feels like you're appreciated and loved and actually, taken care of in the way that you deserve. Eight of Wands, once you choose to say something, do something, go for something, it feels like you're riding on this wind. Things do start picking up. So yeah, these are your obstacles. Your obstacles are going for it, are dropping something that, might seem totally impractical to drop right now. It might seem crazy to just say, this isn't working out for me. I'm going to try this new idea or this new thing, or go, make a choice for something more. For some of you, it's traveling or a job or something that involves traveling, communicating. We're going to see what that's about with that Eight of Wands. But for me, that's just, I love the Eight of Wands. This isn't my favorite Eight of Wands card in any of my decks. That one would definitely have to be my Hobbit deck. But the Eight of Wands is still that oomph, that energy, momentum towards our end goals. I mean, that's a lot more than this. You're going to see things coming back to you. You're going to see your ships coming back. You're going to see activity, things shifting, changing in a new direction. But you also have to choose to go in that new direction and drop the other two wands. You got to drop two and really just go for one. I mean, if you need the visuals, there you go. Because that's really what brings this in. Even though it's an obstacle, it kind of feels like you have to, like, letting things flow and choosing to do something more is almost like an obstacle for you, because it might be scary. It might be uncomfortable to drop something because maybe we have attachment to this, unhealthy attachments, toxic attachments. I need this, I need this, I need this. And if I don't have this, then what happens? Well, you'll be fine. So let's see. Let's look at your defining moments. Defining moments, Cancer. You just get one Ooh, okay. Wow. You will see the rewards of your efforts. If you've been waiting for something, or even a message from somebody, progression in a relationship or something, you're gonna get it this month. The offer, the thing, there it is, coming into balance, alignment, an offer, an equal offer, a fair exchange of emotion, a fair exchange of, especially if you're in a creative field or doing something where you have to put your energy, your creative energy into something, your heart and soul into it, it's coming right back to you. So don't worry about it. I will say the Devil comes up right there, and then after that is the Eight of Wands, but it all is kind of pointing towards that Ten of Cups. Maybe this isn't that bad. The Capricorn energy just asks, how much are you willing to put in for this? It might have tested you and said, how I don't know. It's like I'm trying to define whether some of you are leaving something that is totally unsatisfying or not. And I think it's going to be different for all of you, because what I get when I asked about that was this and this about the Seven of Pentacles underneath that Devil. What are we questioning the worth of? What are we questioning in terms of maybe even our own worth? But also, is the situation worth it? Is the pay that I'm taking worth it? Is the hours that I'm doing worth it? Is, the stress that I put into this relationship worth it? And don't worry, I'm not focusing so much on love, because again, we're doing love readings separately, which is why you have me kind of focusing more on career, money, life path. But this is something new, it feels like, and getting out of a position of feeling really stuck, feeling really burdened, feeling like if you don't have this, then you don't have anything. This is getting trapped maybe in a job that makes you believe there's nothing beyond it. And it's like, no, once you start moving on, once you say, hey, this is not satisfying enough for me and I deserve more, and this is who I am now, so get with the program. It's like, you might not know where this is going. It's like, yeah, you're showing up as the emperor. Behind it, you might feel like the fool, a little bit nervous and scared, and like, yeah, these are my chops and I'm amazing, and like, take this, take that, like, goodbye. Some of you, again, could be leaving. Or again, getting yourself, been wondering, where is this whole unsatisfying situation go? Where is all this crap, this effort, this time that doesn't seem to be giving me any recognition, any, more money, any more opportunity, anything. It's not going anywhere. It's like all of a sudden, either you tell it what's what, or you felt like a fool about this, and then all of a sudden you realize, holy crap, I'm the emperor, and everything seems to suddenly be like, bam. Because if you continue to put in that effort, Capricorn, all these placements in Capricorn this year will reward that. They will recognize how much effort, how much you're willing to work for this, and it will test you. How much are you willing to change and work for this? Because this isn't going to just be given to you. Just because you've been putting in the work doesn't mean that it's not going to ask that little extra bit of you. It's always toughest before you break through. It's always darkest before the dawn. And there's that dawn. It comes in like a wrecking ball. Like, not even like a wrecking ball, just like whoosh, wind just coming at you, clearing everything away. And all of a sudden, there it is, the sun. You get your answer. You get your success. You get what you're looking for very quickly, very suddenly. And you're celebrating at the end of the month. So what more do we have to worry about here, Cancer? This looks incredible. It looks beautiful. It asks you, to look at some of your devil attachments. It asks you to stand up for yourself, to make decisions that are best for you and that give you this above all else. But, wow, my eyes look real crazy there. But it does look incredible. So let's actually pull one Romance Angel Oracle card, just because there's a lot of lovey stuff going on in here. Even though we're going to do the love reading in the, in their own separate readings. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Communication is what really bonds this. Whether it's a relationship or, more career type of relationship, it's really communicating with people what you're looking for, what you want. And wow. Let's see. It's like some of you, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, whether that's career again or love. Make the effort. Speak, communicate. This is a month that you need to communicate, even though Mercury retrograde is usually like, don't communicate. I think you guys do need to. And like all the other signs, I will say, get your rest this month. I don't know why that's like a side message for so many people, but get your rest. Make sure to take breaks when you need to. There's a lot of internal and external stress and movement this month. Let's pull a power deck by Lindsay Andrews now. For Cancer, for February 2020, messages for Cancer. Guidance for Cancer this month. Ooh, I don't know why I really want to pull this one. Ooh, okay. Essence. Life is like school. We move through it learning many things, cloaking ourselves in environmental knowledge. You are on the warrior's path toward enlightenment. You must one day peel away accumulated knowledge like layers of an onion and move back into the source of your power. When contemplating a Zen garden, you find that the source of your power is the essence of the Great Spirit. We come into this earth, walk like a giant piece of smashed mirror, every one of us reflecting the light of our God. The experience of life is a process of piecing together these scrambled fragments into one great mandala, reflecting the one source of all being. Like the center of a cyclone, we sit at the one point of stillness, the pandemonium of life circulating madly around us. Choose equilibrium, not frenzy. Live life from your center. The essence of you and the essence of the primal moving force of the universe are one. So it's kind of finding the peace within you and bringing it outside of you, which is really interesting. And I'm actually compelled to pull another one. We're going to use the Halloween Oracle. You're getting a lot of oracles here. But again, I think once you confront and see the areas where the devil stops you up, where your own illusory attachments and negative attachments, toxic behaviors or toxic, entrapments here kind of get you stuck, is that you can't also, I think, enjoy work. And you can. But you've got to find your way to get there. And I think that's what's really important this month, is that you do. But you have to stand up for yourself and know what your own worth is and what you deserve. Cancer. Oh, okay. I love it. This is one of my favorite cards. I mean, they're all like my favorite cards, so. Guys, get... Ooh. Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. So, should the hooting owl come looking for you this Halloween? I mean, this is just the Halloween Oracle, which is why it always says that. It indicates the need for wise counsel or further information before you make a decision. Considered action is warranted. Think before you act emotionally and ensure that you think strategically, not impulsively. And that's what you need to do. Act from a place of strategy rather than emotion. And that's what gets you to the emotional goodness. But you have to kind of shut down the emotion. You have to kind of shut down the fear, the anxiety, all that stuff, to allow yourself to see things in a wiser and more realistic manner. You got real power here. Don't act like you don't. Don't believe that you don't. Okay. Cancer, those are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. Do check out your love reading once they get out for February. Do make sure to subscribe. Share the video if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys again for all of your support. If you want to book a reading, all that info is below. And again, make sure to check out your other monthlies for your other placements, etc. And hit me up over on Instagram, and we have fun over there. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed month. Namaste.